Hello everybody, this is Havoc. Welcome to another custom battle. Today we are looking at the modded Border Princes faction. There are several mods that I have attached to the scenario, I guess for this scenario. They are the same mods that I'm using in the campaign that I've started as an overview campaign. So if you want to look at all the mods, they are in the description of the campaign video. So head on over there and check it out. It was messed up a little bit before. That's just because I had copied the links wrong, but it is fixed now. So let's go ahead and look at what we've got. If you've noticed, I have some Dwarfen units in there, and that's one of the really cool things about this mod and about the Border Princes in general, is they have a good mix, or they have the ability to mix Dwarfen units and human units. So let's look at the overview of our army mix-up. We are playing with a very large army. It says that I have a good advantage, but I can guarantee you it's going to be a little more difficult than it says. We'll just have to see. And I'm showing the mod anyway, so if I win decisively, then I just win decisively. I really don't care. I just really want to show off all the units. So as you can see, we have quite the variance of troops here. For our artillery, we have the ability to mix Dwarfen and human units, which I think is just really, really cool. So we have, let's see, what do we have here? We have light cannons, we have great cannon, we have Dwarfen cannon, and light cannon is a Dwarfen unit. No, it's not. I thought it was. Never mind, lols. And then a great cannon, Dwarfen cannon, Dwarfen organ gun, Hellstorm rocket battery, and a Hellblaster volley gun. I picked an overkill of artillery just to show that you can mix and match and do what you want with them. Now for support, we have both of these units are unique to the Border Princes mods. We have the Border Rangers, which are very much, some of these guys are very Lord of the Rings-esque, like this dude right here. Traditional garb. Look at that little old knife. It's so cute. That's what my daughter would say. Oh, it's so cute. Anyways, we have the Border Rangers, and then we have some militia archers. Both of these seem to be taken from the peasant archer units, because every once in a while when you select them, they'll say peasant archers, and I'm like, yeah, you're not peasant archers anymore. You're not, but they look really cool. They don't do a whole lot of damage, but again, they're the equivalent of the peasant archers, so I guess they're really not expected to. Now on my front line, I have some really cool units to show off. Mainly these guys right here. These are shield bearers. They are infantry, they are anti-large, and they have charge defense against large units. So they look to be very, very helpful in fighting, especially against units like the greenskins over there. They'll be very good. Possibly even the vampires would be a good unit, and I guess chaos. Anyone non-empire faction-esque. So they look really good, and I've mixed them with some great swords, and then I've actually mixed them with the two sets of Dwarfen units that you can recruit. You have Dwarf Warriors with great weapons, and you also have regular Dwarf Warriors. Now another thing that's really cool, I see that shield bearers have the same shields, some of the same shields as their Dwarfen allies. But anyways, one thing I really like about the Empire, or about the Border Princes, is that in my setup, in the custom battles, you have a limit of troops that you can use. I think that's one thing that CA has sorely missed out with multiplayer, is setting limits, because there are some things that you just can't fight against, and people like taking advantage of that. And instead of making really good battles, it's just a bunch of cheese units and not being able to really counter that effectively. So for instance, I could only recruit 3 Dwarf Warriors with great weapons and 3 Dwarf Warriors. That's all that I could recruit. I think the Dwarven artillery is also limited to 3 each of what they have. So it's just a really good mechanic that helps balance battles really well, and really helps to add some really interesting battles, because again, I have Dwarf Warriors fighting right next to human warriors, and they're not, this isn't a different army, this is not controlled by a different person. It is my units. They are my units, I should say. So let's go ahead and jump right in and see what happens, shall we? We're going to go after those Goblin Wolf Riders, because I hate Goblin Wolf Riders. And we'll see just how well we're able to fight against them. I'll go after these orc boys. I don't mind that one bit. I have several mods again. I have the unit unlocker for Tilia, Estelia, and the Border Princes. I have large units on, so like the Orc Biggins. Where are the Goblins? I have some Goblins in this army. Goblins are at 200 units. That's a lot of units. So I like that. What else do I have? I just have the faction unlocker for the Border Princes. There's just a few mods. All of them are going to be in the description of my campaign, and I'll probably drop them in here as well in the description, so you can probably find them there. And let's see what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to throw their heavy units at me over here. These guys are more anti-infantry. Let's hit skirmish mode. I don't really want to lose that. So we're actually going to drop. I'm going to grab my my shield bearers, and we're actually going to get in this front right here. I'm going to put my dwarf warriors here. Actually, they have a good charge defense. It's the regular dwarf warriors. I guess not. I just know that my shield bearers will do good against those anti-large units that are over on that flank. We could. Here we go. There the rocket batteries start firing. Let's see if we can't start sniping these Ragnarok spiders. There we go. Come at me, bro. Are these guys any good against? They are. So let's go ahead and draw a couple of units. Actually, draw 3. I'll draw all 4. You're not going to catch me unawares. We're missing. Come on, guys. Here we go. Now we're really getting engaged. We're going to go after these goblin archers. Draw a unit around here. Why can't I control you? Probably just because they're being pursued. Go after those goblin archers. Ah! Ah! Let's get these shield bearers. We're just using these as a distraction for now. Dwarf warriors will actually probably be pretty good against... Never mind, I guess they're not good. Alright, so we've engaged those guys. They're losing decisively. I'm going to throw my great swords to distract those. We're going to whip these guys around. We'll go right there. We really need to support our flank. Dwarf warriors with great weapons are not going to be good, apparently. Oh, we routed all those guys? Really? Volley gun. Hellstorm, you go back there. You're still being pursued. Oh, you cracker, you got stuck. Oh, dang it. Yeah, he got stuck. Our dwarf warriors are not doing well at all, and it's slightly disappointing. Let's go ahead and support our dudes there. We're going to drop some guys back. Great swords are routing, which means our dwarf warriors are routing. Let's drop our archers back. These guys have won their engagement, so we're going to push them into the back of these orc boys. Let's focus fire all of our artillery against these Ragnarok spiders. We need to hold the line, guys. We got to do a lot better job of holding this line. Give them some leadership in melee attack. And now they're focus firing on us because they're able to take those guys out. Take out these orc biggins. We're not doing too hot, guys. We did take out that Arachnarok spider, but we still have another Arachnarok. Get through there. We need to be cycle charging these guys. Those orc boys, man, they're pretty tough. Our militia archers are back. Let's go after these orc biggins. Hold the line. You're doing good. We just really got to take out all of these other troops. There we go. We're coming back. We're coming back. There we go. We just had to get those archers in. Let's go after the goblins. Actually, the orc biggins, no, because they're losing pretty good. Let's go after those trolls. That'll be good. They don't really have armor, I don't think. Yeah. The only thing, those light scouts, they're not too awesome. They're good at harassing the enemy, but there are definitely better troops. Definitely better ranged guys. However you want to say that. Hellstorm rocket batteries. Those guys are pretty decent in melee combat, so let's see how they do. Well, we are going to drop those back. Never mind. I need to drop them back. It's not looking too good for us. Get out of there. Let's get out of there. I can't route. I can't route. I can't route. Oh, goodness. I really don't have a lot of units left. Go after the trolls, man. I'm not sure why these guys... I mean, they're losing decisively, but they're not routing. It's like, dude, you shouldn't have leadership available. Like, if you're losing decisively, your leadership should be crap. I do hate the routing mechanic in this game. It is the most frustrating thing I have ever seen in my life. We're going to just draw new lines. So yeah, it's like, you know what, if you're losing decisively, you should lose enough leadership to where it actually affects you. Oh goodness, we're going to lose this battle, guys. We are going to lose. There we go. There we go. Yep. Okay. Well, that was awesome. Again, I'm not afraid to show defeats. This was a very massive defeat. It just bugs me. There's things that bug me about, yeah, valiant defeat. Oh, and it's like, look, I lost, yeah. Maybe it's because I had too many trolls and too many. I just thought it would be good to show off some good units that were anti-large, but apparently they're not all that great. I'm just kidding. We did a decent job. I wish we could see the kills, but you can never see kills in large battles with large armies turned on, so that doesn't really show us anything good. So I did lose, but that kind of just gives you an overview on the units themselves. There's a lot of... They are good units. I'm not going to say that they're not good units. And it is cool that you can mix dwarf units with human units. Again, I'm not the best Total War player in the world. I will never claim to be. And microing large armies like that is a mite bit difficult. For me anyways. I know some people have no issues at all. And good for you, because I do. But anyways, I do hope you at least enjoyed the battle. You enjoyed seeing the Border Princes and how they operate. Just, again, that mix of dwarf units and human units makes for some interesting multiplayer battles. And I will have all of the mods listed in this description. I'll just copy and paste from the campaign, so you can go over and check it out yourself. The campaign is very basic in terms of victory goals. All you got to do is conquer all these certain empire provinces, and the long-term destroy the vampire counts, take their territories, and push back the Chaos Waste. It is really good. I like being able to play as the Border Princes, and just playing these modded campaigns is a lot of fun for me. So I do hope you enjoyed this battle. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Even though I lost, I would still appreciate the thumbs up. And if you liked my gameplay, or if you liked the campaigns that I've been doing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook for all the latest updates. And yeah, so enjoy the Border Princes. I'm enjoying them, and I will be searching other mods for other factions and unique scenarios. If you have any mods you want me to showcase, send them my way, and I'll see what I can't do to potentially show those. Alright guys, this is Havoc, and I am out of here. Peace!